wondering why I'm streaming this first, like, with my lights off. It's because, well, I think it will help set the mood for what I'm about to say in this stream. I know it's kind of late at night, but we gotta talk. So, the other day, me and Despair, if y'all don't know him, he's been, well, on the channel for, let's say, probably about a good, like, he's been on the channel for a good while, but let me turn my lights on so you can just get my reaction. So like that, y'all can see how much pain like this has caused me. So earlier, let me even check what time he sent this at. He sent this earlier at like 6. So basically 7 his time. And yesterday on the phone, we were just laughing and just having a good time. And then his father just bursts into the room, and I'm just like, okay, here we go again. And then when I wake up, I just see like a whole lot of DMs from him. I'm not gonna read out the DMs. I probably will put them in like I'll put them in like my in a community post or something. But God has just said, just let me just take him away. He deserves better, and let me just go down a memory lane with y'all, with him. So, when did I first meet him? Well, that's an easy question. I first met him when I, role playing in a server, and I'm just like, I don't even know who else role playing. Then I see Despair just role playing like casually, and I'm just like, well, let me get in on this because I have nothing else to do. And then from there, it just became like a full-on storyline. Made a lot of good memories, I will say. We made a lot of good memories. I will say that if y'all don't know my characters, I will be going through each and every one of them in this stream because, well, it's in honor of Despair. So let's get into it. So, the first server that we ever had made was called The Final Act, I believe. I believe it's still on my server list. Yes, it is. The Final Act was our first server that we had made together. Yeah, this thing was made like in April. Or was it alternate roleplays? Which one was it? No, alternate roleplays came after. And then let me see. Hold on, I'm just looking through something. So let's see. But we had made. This was kind of while, like. So we had the final act, and then sorry if I've been quiet this so far. It's just I'm just looking through, server that me and Despair had worked so hard on. I'm trying to see if it was before or after the final act. Pretty sure it was after the final act that we made it. Yep. Because on May 3rd, we decided to make a server called the Omniverse of Duality. Now, obviously, I haven't expanded upon the Omniverse of Duality. I haven't expanded upon it since, I first made it. I have made some, sections of it, but saddest part is that I'll never be able to know, what each character, does. Or their backstory, for that matter. But it just frustrates me how much power. Or, let me rephrase. It frustrates me how much of a control freak his father is. And not only that, Despair was Despair, among other people, was one of the many people that kept me going. Every video was because of him and y'all. Same with every song, rap that y'all got. And now that he's gone, so's my motivation for this world. Now let me turn off these lights. I can, just talk to y'all because I'm not expressing myself throughout this video. But still, y'all need to, I just don't know what more to do. I just don't. I'm just in shock of how low a father can stoop. And I thought I was worse than him. I thought I was than his father. I just don't know. Now, as for moving forward, now I will say I'm gonna be a little bit off track here. So let me go back and turn all that on. So there are some plans for what I have coming up. I know Despair would probably want me to focus on myself, and probably him too, but he would probably want me to focus on my health more than himself. But all I can say is this: I'm glad I was able to be there for him and say my goodbyes. Because nothing makes me smile more than being able to engaged with someone and actively in the community where there's just like chaos all around, and then you have me in despair. Like I don't think I don't think. Let me rephrase. I would trade everything I had just to get despair back. Everything, even if it meant a few sacrifices needed to be made, I would do it. Because despair to me, I felt like was my lifeline, as well as Neo, and these other people that I've met. Y'all don't get how much of an impact on me. Like every time I be seeing like some of the people's videos, I just be in shock of how well it's been made. Now, I did say I was going to discontinue the PCR series. I did say that. I did. But the thing is, y'all never got its finale. Y'all never got the finale to, Metallica Uprising or the rerun. You never got any of that. So here's what's going to happen. After I've made my decision. This is going to be after, and this is probably going to be in like 2026 or something. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta dim my light real quick. Someone's probably here. Who knows? Trying to remember if there's something. But after 2026, things are going to change. I will say that. You will be getting the finale for PCR just to give it a good send off. And I will be animating this as well. Well, not animating, but putting it in Clipchamp. I'm really sorry, Despair, that I had caused you to cut contact with me entirely. I'm really sorry about that, man. I know it's not gonna erase, what all I've done to you, man, but sometimes things have got to come to an end. And if y'all ever see the stream, and please let's just start trending free despair or hashtag free despair, because this man, he was my lifeline. He was the guy that kept me going, and if I don't have that motivation to keep going, then what more do I have? I have nothing at the end of the day. Every stream that I end, every stream that I say I'm gonna stream and then I stream, every video that I make, I put in forth effort, and if so, I try to make it look good as possible. Sure, I mean I get a desired view count, but at least it's worth making a video out of. Now, I want y'all to do one thing for me. want y'all to go in the comments, and I don't know when I'll be making this, but you will see a link to a Mediafire song. I want you to download it and give it a listen. If you say yay or nay for it to be the finale, then look at option 2, because I am going to be putting these 2 songs out soon, and I need it to make it connect. Well, it'll be, I don't really know what. I just don't know at this point anymore. I don't know what to do.